Hello, welcome back. As you may know, I watch a lot of hockey, but I do watch a little bit of basketball, and today I'm going to be telling you about what's been happening yesterday in the basketball world as teams try to clinch playoff berths, some teams trying to clinch, some teams trying to take first place, and there were some big shockers. And the first game I'm going to tell you about is the Oakland City Thunder, who are on a 14-game losing streak, ends ends it against the Celtics, who were without Jason Tatum, so it was all Jaylen Brown, who had 39 points, and they still lost to the Thunder. I don't know what's happening. This was pretty ridiculous. Like, who loses to the Thunder? I mean, their stars are gone, and this is what you do. Well, there was also another game that happened. The Bucks take down the Hornets. Giannis with 29 points, Brooks Lopez with 22 points, and from the Hornets, Devontae Graham with 25 points, and Michael Bridges with 13 points, so 21 points and 10 rebounds. The Hornets continue to be on their, I believe, rebuilding mode. Or trying to clinch a playoff berth right now. They're like in the mix of it. The Portland Trail Blazers, they take down the Indiana Pacers. Damian Lillard continuing to be Damian Dime. And then the biggest one, the Raptors, who are still in contention of making the playoffs, loses to the Brooklyn Nets, who had players that shockingly had their worst games. Kyrie Irving had 9 points. Durant had 17 and 10 rebounds. Jeff Green led the scoring with 22 points and 8 rebounds. From the Raptors, Fred VanVleet with 11, Lowry with 24, Siakam with 10, OG with 21, Michael Flynn, as the Raptors still trying to see if they want to clinch a playoff berth or do something. It's a bit of mix and both. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns, another big game. Karl Anthony Towns with another big game for the worst team. The worst team, Timberwolves, as they continue to win. Towns with 31 points. From the Houston Rockets, Jason Tate, the rookie, with 20 points, and Chris Wood with 24 points, as the Hornets lose another one. Now their 47th loss of the year. And then lastly, the Mavericks take down the Warriors, and shockingly, because this score was pathetic. 35 points in the third quarter, 39 in the fourth quarter, more than their combined score in the first two quarters. The Mavericks just destroyed the best team. They led a 20-point lead in the final three quarters. And right now, this was a big one. This one, Luka Doncic had 39 points, and Steph Curry had 27. That is unbelievable right now. The Golden State Warriors get shockingly crushed. And right now, let's take a look at the standings, because after these games, where do we stand? And let's take a look. So as you can see, if you take a look, here are the standings right now. So as you can see, the Nets clinched the playoff berth. They're on X. And remember, 7-10 are going to be in the play-in situation. The top other teams, they play each other. So here's how it's going to happen. As you take a look right now, the Wizards, the Bulls, and the Raptors all have a chance. They're still in contention, even though the Raptors trade Norman Powell in the trade deadline. Now, if you go scroll down, you can see Utah with Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson. They're in the playoffs. But here's the biggest news we got here. Look where this team is. The Pelicans, the Warriors, are trying to stay in the hunt. Remember, they're going to have a blowout loss, which moves their record to 500. And as you take a look, Rockets are done. And the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're also out of the playoffs. So that means that there's still a chance for the other teams. Tonight's game, we've got